Hello friends, I am Mohit Agwal, qualified chartered accountant, company secretary, certified public accountant from USA. I believe you have seen my previous videos regarding Companies Act 2013. So today I am presenting the video lecture over the concessional tax rate scheme introduced by the Finance Act 2020. So I am giving the reference of section 115 BAC of Income Tax Act 1961 and the circular number C1 of 2020. So today we are discussing regarding the clarification issued by the Income Tax Department for the purpose of option of opting concessional tax rate. So I am giving you a little bit overview of Finance Act 2020. Under this, they have introduced the new section 115 BAC under Income Tax Act. Thus, this section is applicable from the assessment year 2021 to 2020. The person on which this section is applicable, it is regarding individual and Hindu undivided family, that is HUF. So under this section, the government introduced a new tax rate chart. They have given the option to us that whether either we can go by our original regular tax rate or we can opt the new concessional tax rate. Under that, they have shown that the up to rupees 2,50,000 the tax rate is nil. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh it is 5%. After that 5 lakh to 7.5 lakh it is 10%. 7.5 5 lakh to 10 lakh it is 15%. 10 lakh to 12.5 lakh it is 20%. And 12.5 lakh to 15 lakh it is 25%. Above than 15 lakh it is 30%. So you will notice that after every 2.5 lakh the slab has changed from to 5%. The question is at what time we can exercise this option, whether it is at the initial of the financial year, or it is at the completion of the financial year, or it is at the time of filing of return. So our financial year is starting from 1st April 20 and ending on 31st March 21, and we have the filing due date, either it is 31st July 21 or it is 30th September 21, as the case may be. So we can exercise this option at the time of filing of our return. So that means first we need to complete our tax calculation of whole year. Then we will check whether in what calculation whether we have the benefit in the regular tax rate or whether we have the benefit under the concessional tax rate. So if a person having income other than income from business and profession. So there are two cases. One case when the person having the income from business and profession along with other incomes, or the person doesn't have any income from business and profession. So if person doesn't have any income from business or profession, then he has the right in each year at the time of filing of return. Means in the first year he can opt the concessional tax rate, and in the second year he can opt the regular tax rate, and in third year again he has the choice that whether he can opt the concessional tax rate. But if you have the business profession income, then you have choice only in the first year. After that you don't have the choice. If the concessional rate is applicable, then in that case you need to forego some specified exemption and deduction. You have to forego set off of loss and some additional depreciation. I believe there is a detailed list, and I will share that list in my another video lecture. Today we are discussing regarding the problem. What problem we are facing? So there are, let's suppose the case of salary income and employer giving the salary to the employees. They need to deduct the TDS on a monthly basis at the time of giving of salary at the rate by which the tax has been calculated for a full year. But now employer doesn't know whether employee will exercise this option of taxation at concessional rate or regular rate at the time of filing of return, because the government has given the choice at the time of filing of return. So for that purpose, employer need clarity at which rate he required to deduct the TDS. Let's suppose employee says that I will go to concessional tax rate, and employer start to deduct the TDS at the rate of concessional rate. But after that, after few months, when he invests some amount under the specified deduction and specified exemptions, then SSC calculate that he has the benefit under the regular rate. Then he will inform to employer, now you will deduct my TDS at the regular rate. So it is a problem with the employer that how they will calculate the TDS. Then whether employee can give the declaration on a monthly basis, whether he can change it or not. So there are more doubts in the industry. So government has issued the circular under which they have tackled this problem, that employer does not know whether employee will exercise the option of taxation at concessional rate or regular rate at the time of filing of return. First, government has issued the clarification. The case 1, an employee having income other than income under the head profit and gains of business and profession. That means employee does not have any income from the business and profession. Employee has the income from salary, from rent, etc. In that case, employee may intimate to his employer that he intends to opt for concessional rate for each such previous year. In that case, employee can intimate to the employer that he wants to take the concessional rate, and if employee intimate them, then it is a duty of employer that he shall compute his total income and shall deduct his TDS according to the concessional rate. It will be the case that employee does not provide any such intimation. In that case, employer shall deduct the TDS as per regular rate. If employee intimate that he will opt for concessional rate, then he cannot modify it during the year for the purpose of TDS. So that means if employee intimate to the employer that the tax rate will be the concessional rate for his income, then it is a duty of employer that he will deduct the TDS on their salary on the basis of concessional tax rate. And if employee choose the regular rate, then it is the duty of employer that they will deduct the TDS as per the regular rate. But if employee once time he choose that he will opt it for concessional tax rate for TDS, then he cannot modify it during the year. So it is the clarification has been issued for the purpose of employer, so that the employer should have the clarity that at what rate they need to deduct the TDS from the starting of the year. Employee has the choice of selecting the tax rate at the time of filing of return. Means that is the case that if the employee has choose my employer will deduct my TDS as per the concessional tax rate, but after the completion of year he believes that if my tax rate be the regular rate, then I will be the more benefited. In that case, again the Finance Act 2020 has given the option that at the time of filing of return you has the choice that at what rate the tax should be. So at the time of filing of return you can choose that what should be the tax rate, whether it will be as per concessional tax rate or whether it will be as per regular tax rate. So for the purpose of TDS you cannot change it again and again, you have to fix it one time, but at the time of filing of return you again have the choice. So it can be the situation that employers are deducting the TDS at different rate and employee is filing their return at different rate. Now we are taking the case number 2. If person having income under the head profit and gains of business and profession along with the salary, in that case, and they opt for concessional rate of at the time of filing of return of income, he cannot change it for subsequent year except in certain circumstances. So the government has told that if you for the SSE who has the income from business or profession, they does not have the option of taking concessional rate for each year. They have to opt in the first year that whether they want to take the benefit of concessional rate or not. If they choose it, then they will follow it for the subsequent years also, and they need to intimate to employer that on that rate, on the intimation of TDS for subsequent year will be followed as per the concessional rate if he exercise for this year. So let's suppose that the employee has told that he should be deducted as per the TDS as per the concessional rate, then employer will deduct their TDS as per the concessional rate. After that, they will not change it in the next year. The employer will check that whether at the time of filing of return of previous year, whether they have choose the concessional rate or they have choose the regular rate. At that rate, they will deduct the TDS if the employee has the income from business or profession. I believe all of the doubts has been cleared by this video. If you have any further doubt, you can ask me through my YouTube channel, and I also post it on a regular basis the different videos on the income tax, GST and Companies Act. Please subscribe my channel. If you have any question, you can ask with me. You can reach to me at my mail id ca.mohitavan@gmail.com. You can give any queries on this mail id on my YouTube channel. Like this video, then please subscribe me. Thank you.